Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika wa tabarak asmuka wa ta'ala jadduka wa la ilaha ghayruk. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وَأَذِنْ فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا وَعَلَى كُلِّ ضَامِرٍ يَأْتِينَ مِنْ كُلِّ فَجٍّ عَمِيقٍ. Sadaqallahul Azim. This last ayah that I just recited is basically Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying in Surah Al-Hajj, call all people to the pilgrimage. They will come to you on foot and on every lean camel from every distant path. We hope, inshallah ta'ala, we are among these people, and towards that, we keep saying, Labbaik, Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, innal hamda wal ni'mata laka wal mulk, which means to say, here I am, oh Allah, here I am. This is the response to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, basically calling all people to the pilgrimage. We are saying, here I am, oh Allah, here I am. You have no partner. Here I am verily. All praise and blessings are yours, and all sovereignty, you have no partner. This is why we keep asking everyone to keep reciting this talbiyah, whether you have gotten the package already or whether you're still waiting for the package to come through. So this is where we keep asking, and this is where we keep putting our desires in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we put our desires and we put our effort. And subhanallah, with all of you working with us for the last 2+ months, I stand witness that you all have been putting a lot of effort into this thing. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it. Now it is up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept. And He has promised that when we put our effort in, we will get the ajr. He will reward us. He may not necessarily reward us with a hajj, Allahu alam, okay? But He will reward us, inshallah. That is a firm belief we have. And when He makes the decision to reward us, how He decides to reward us, there is no better decision than when He makes the decision. We have put our request in, we have put our desires in His path, we have put our efforts in. He knows how much effort we have put in. Inshallah, that He will. And I, for one, I'm going to pray that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept each one of us for Hajj, whether the quotas is available or not, whether the Nusuk works or not, whether the service providers do it or not. If Allah has made the decision, Allah will open up the quota. Allah will make the Nusuk easier on us. Allah will make the service providers make things easier on us. But it is all up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the firm belief we have. And I keep saying this, and I keep saying this to myself, and I'm saying this to everyone. Do not consider this as just a lip service. Do not consider this just as an ayah. Do not consider this as just something that we hear. We should believe in this thing. We should believe in this thing. We have come this far. We have come this far, and now we need to make our belief strong in the fact that Allah will decide the best for us. Inshallah, He will make the best decision for us, and that's the decision we want. That is exactly the decision we want, inshallah. So briefly, I want to take a few minutes to talk about the process, because this seems to keep coming back again and again with some confusion. The process that we have gone through. So I just want to, I released an FAQ on this one just because there was lots of questions going on. There were lots of questions going on the quota. There were lots of questions going on into how come we are not in phase 2? How come we are there? How come we are receiving messages, etc. The way the process has been designed by Nusuk and the ministry is they release the packages, yes. They allowed the providers to release pretty much a certain number of packages. Unfortunately, those number of packages do not match up with the visas necessarily, with the number of quota of the visas available. So that is something that, we hope that ministry will work in future. But for now, there can be more packages than the available quota. Okay, this is just something that we have to understand, we have to bear in mind. So in the first phase, which we went through on February 9th, they allowed the Hujjaj from the residents of each country to buy packages using the group flights. But it was limited to the quota allocated to each one of those countries. So United States, for example, had 3,500 visas allocated. And again, the other part, the way the quota is allocated is based on the population of Muslims in that country. Ministry looks at the population of each country. We don't know which data they've taken most recent, 10 years back, 5 years back. I don't have that information. I'm not sure. Not too many people know that information. So, but they look at the population of the country, of the Muslims in the country, and based on that, a certain percentage is allocated for the visa. So in phase 1, which was on February 9th, we were allowed to pick the packages with the group flight, with the group flight to purchase the packages. So within an hour and a half, 2 hours, major countries, the big countries with the largest quota, the visa was exhausted. United States, UK, Canada, France, Australia, Ireland, Netherlands. So several of these countries exhausted the visa. Now, that was with the group flights within the country. Second phase was for those countries which still had the quota available, the ministry opened up the custom flight option, which is referred as the public packages. But now that was only limited to the countries that still had the quota available, which did not include the United States, the UK, Canada, Netherlands, Australia, etc., etc. Countries such as Germany, Spain, and several of the South American countries, Central American countries, Japan, and some of the countries had some visa available. They still had the visa available. They were able to take advantage of the second round, which included the custom flight, as well the custom package, as well as the public package, which is the group flight, as well as the custom flight. So the third round, the way the ministry has designed, the second round, as we know, happened yesterday on the 14th of February. The next round is where the ministry is going to collect all the data from the countries which have left some quota available, the visas available. For example, there is still some visa available from the last recollection I have from Spain and some of the smaller European countries. Some of the South America, Brazil still has some visas available. So ministry is going to collect all those visas. And once the second round finishes, second round is still on, by the way. Second round has not finished. It's still open for the countries where the visa is available. And they probably, I believe it goes until the end of Sunday. So after Sunday, ministry is going to collect all that information. And then using that quota, and if they decide to add additional visas, we don't know if they will or not. They have not released that information if they will or not. But if they do decide to add some additional visas to that, last year, I believe they did. Alhamdulillah, it was a fairly good number of visas available last year. So if they decide that, and then the leftover visas, then they are going to make it available to all the Nusuk countries to take advantage using both the group flights as well as the custom flights. The expected date is the 19th. We don't know for sure. We are hoping that it is going to be on the 19th. We will, as soon as we get the information, we are going to post it in our group chats, inshallah ta'ala. So it's expected on the 19th. We don't know the time also. So they are going to open up the Nusuk. Okay. At that point in time, you will be able, it'll be a first come, first serve basis. Okay. It'll be a first come, first serve basis. No more quota allocation, no more this thing. It's an open quota, basically. Whatever quota is left over in the Nusuk countries, they are going to open up. Plus whatever additional ministry decides to add to that one. Okay. So this is expected on the 19th or 20th. And it's going to be open for both group flights as well as the custom flights. Now, a few other questions that have come up. There is Will the configuration that we have in Nusuk still be available? Yes, we believe your configuration, your shopping cart will be intact, inshallah. Your preferred packages that you have put in your account should be together also. We expect all of this to be together, inshallah ta'ala. Now, there's a bit of a challenge that we have to bear in mind. With all this activity going on in this second phase, with all those countries which were buying through custom flight, through the group flight, however they were doing it, we are not sure if the preferred package that you have will be available. Okay, I want to repeat this question. Yes, you have a package in your shopping cart. By the time they open up the Nusuk again for the big round, third round, will the packages that you have put in your shopping cart as well as your preferred packages, will they still be available? We don't know that. Okay, as of today, 12 packages are sold out. In our list, we have already highlighted the packages that have been sold out. So please don't waste your time. If those were your packages in your shopping cart, or if those are your preferred packages, please start replacing them on the list. Of course, you cannot do anything in the Nusuk right now. I understand that, okay? But start noting down what other packages that you can possibly make use of. Okay, in our document we have given fairly detailed information, including the number of days, including the first stay, Makkah, Medina, etc. We have collected the URLs on several of them. There are still some that we are still working on. We will get that. We have also given the availability in that list, inshallah. So take a look at it. Okay, take a look at it and see which one has high availability, low availability, medium, or sold out. Okay, so take a look at all that, and inshallah ta'ala, make your best decision. So be prepared. Be prepared to make some changes. Do not be stuck saying that I only want this package. The other thing that we very much recommend, and we've been saying this before, if possible, unless you have to, okay, go with the group flights if you can. Unless you absolutely need to, for example, you have to take the children and drop them off in Bangladesh before going to Hajj. You cannot make any other arrangement. In that case, of course, you have to look at the custom flight. Go with the group flight. Now, the reason for that is with a custom flight, bear in mind, you have to go through additional step before the booking. You cannot put this in the shopping cart. Even if you put it in the shopping cart, you still have to go through that one, okay? Because it's a marketplace. The custom flights are a marketplace. It's point in time. It's whatever the situation is at that point in time, that's how it reflects. So you have to go through the custom flights. Will require you to go do a search of the gateways that you are interested in. You have to look at the route. You have to look at the which flight that you want to take, what are the different selections you want, and then you have to look at the cost of the flight, okay? This is where it gets a little bit tricky. The cost of the flight might have changed from the last time that you saw, or from the last time that you might have just gone into Al Musafir and seen. It might have changed. So now you are ready to book, and suddenly the cost of the flight has gone up. If it has gone down, alhamdulillah, we are good, we should be good. But if the cost of the flight has gone up, and if your e-wallet does not support that additional cost, that will cause, again, a challenge. You'll have to go back, put the funds in your e-wallet, and then come back and do the booking. And the way the bookings have gone in the first phase, and also in the second phase, by the way, I'll come to the second phase, how things went there. So the custom flight takes you some additional steps, unless you have to, unless you don't have a group flight from your country, okay? And you have to take the Rawaf and Jamil packages, which is something that we highly recommend, and I'll speak about that in just a few minutes. So unless you have to, avoid the custom flight. Go with the group flight for the reasons that I just mentioned, the amount of time it takes, the high risk of losing that booking session, basically, okay? So go with the group flight. Now, Going to the second phase of the second round of the package sale, subhanallah, just like this first phase, the packages, the visas went very, very fast. Yes, initially for the first 15, 20 minutes, we had a very, very unpleasant experience with Nusuk. Don't want to waste the time talking about it, but it ended up where within an hour or two, some of the major visas went away. Germany, which had about 2,000 plus visas available, within the few hours, Germany was gone. Okay, all the visas for Germany were gone. Trinidad had about 40 something, so Trinidad was gone within half an hour, 45 minutes. Very, very fast. So several other countries. We started the second phase, by the way, with about 10,000, 11,000 visas. And as of yesterday's figures that I have available, we were down to 4,500 being available. Okay, now don't get anxious about it. Do not get anxious about it. Remember one thing. If Allah has destined you to go for Hajj, visas, count, Nusuk challenges, ministry, groups, nobody can stop you. So do not be anxious about it. You do your job. Let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make his decision. You do your job. You do put your effort in. Let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make his decision, inshallah ta'ala. So now, talking about I mentioned something about why I want you to go with Jameel, the packages that we have released. There is a reason why I'm very earnestly asking for this. With Jameel and Rawaf packages that we are supporting, if you select something from there, we are going to staff some additional people from the Nusuk and Rawaf group, basically, to help you get the packages. We are coming up with some process within the Nusuk. Everything is legal. We are not doing anything illegal. We are very firm on that. We will not do anything that will bypass Nusuk, etc. But we just are looking at some options, and we are going to have some additional sessions available for people who have Jameel or Rawaf package, so that some of our resources that we have can help you through that fast. We're working on that. We will have something set up. So we will support everybody. We are here to support everybody. But because of the limited resources we have, we are limiting them to the people who are using the Jameel and Rawaf packages, the ones that we have shared before. Now, this process that I am showing here now becomes very critical. Now, why is this critical? Now, for one, we are not sure how many visas available, okay? If the number of visas are available which are lower, which are under 10,000, okay, or if the scenario that we saw in phase 1 and phase 2 continues, where visas are going fast, I want to make sure each and every member that is on this call or has been following us be totally be prepared with this process here. Do not just depend on your shopping cart. As I said before, it's possible that the package in your shopping cart might not be available, and you have to be prepared. Quickly, you need to empty the cart. Quickly, you need to look at your preferred packages, whether it's in my package, whether it is in Nusuk, or it's noted down. If you can find the URL that is there, take the URL, copy and paste it into the browser. Okay, copy and paste into the browser. If anybody is still not sure how to do it, put this in the group chat towards the end. If it is necessary, I will go through it. But this is what you need to do. You need to copy the URL. You need to paste it into the browser. Very, very, very fast. This has to be very quick. Remember, the whole name of the game in phase 3 is going to be how quickly you can go through. How quickly you can go through. We are also going to ask for people who are absolutely not sure how to work with this one. We will kind of assign a resource to work with you on that day, provided it's a Jameel and Rawaf package, because these resources we have, they are limited to Jameel and Rawaf packages. So you need to quickly copy and paste the URL into the browser, and then you quickly go into the configuration very quickly. You do not want to be wasting time in the configuration saying that, oh, I wanted dual, I don't see a dual, there is only quad. Go with the quad for now, okay? If there are bets available and if it is with Rawaf and Jamil, inshallah ta'ala, we will work with you to get dual if possible, if available, for an additional fee. But do not waste your time. Do not waste your time. And then when you get into the group flight, just get the group flight if possible, the closest possible airport that you can figure out. And the connecting flight is something that you can always work on, but you cannot lose the package. We need to do all our effort possible to get the package. Even if the gateway, unfortunately, is a little bit further away, at this point in time, get it. And then we can guide you on getting the connecting flight at a later point, inshallah ta'ala. We will work with you. Once we complete this sale package, we will start our logistics and all the other sessions to help you through the connecting flights, how to arrive there, etc. We will work on that, inshallah, later on. So the name of the game, as I'm repeating and again on that day, is going to be how quickly you can go through. We will, inshallah, help with any of these OTP issues, how to walk through this fast on that day if possible. We will be there for you to help. We will start our Zoom sessions. We will do everything possible. As I said, we'll have the resources available to help with Rawaf and Jamil packages. We will help others, but there will be concerted effort on that one, inshallah. Now, before the start of the sales, what is it that you can do today? Look at your e-wallet again. Look at your e-wallet again. The package that you saw, that you configured in your shopping cart, if you had seen that package was 30,000, for example, and then you have two people, if you put 60,000, and if you calculated another 13,000 each for flight, and you put 80,000, close to 80,000, my request is add an additional 3,000 to 4,000 riyals to that. Riyals, okay? I'm not asking dollars. 3,000 to 4,000 riyals into that one. The reason, the experience we had with the phase one, and I cannot answer that question right now because we need to go back to the service provider. We need to do some research. For some reason, when they completed the transportation, the flight, and they went to the booking part, the e-wallet was short by a few hundred riyals. And that person had to backtrack, go back, put the money in the e-wallet, come back to the purchasing. By that time, the visa was exhausted. The visas were exhausted, or the package would be gone. So this is why we are requesting, please add some additional riyals in your e-wallet. I realize Brother Farid is saying, put the money, like money is free, money is available, and then 2.5, etc. You know what? We have struggled. We have come this far. Please do not hold back at this point in time. A few thousand riyals might block you from getting the package. I do not want to see that happening. So please, if possible, put a few thousand riyals extra just as a buffer, inshallah ta'ala. The preferred packages, as I said, yes, you have the preferred packages, alhamdulillah. But remember, from phase one to now, we have gone through phase one. All those countries that had the visas available went through the group flights, and then they went through in phase two with the custom flight. So several of the packages could possibly have been gone. Country flights, yes, could be available because in most of the cases, they cannot use that one, okay? But the several other flights could possibly be gone. Just be careful about that one, okay? Just be prepared. Just be prepared with some additional packages that you think would be interesting for you, would be viable for you, inshallah ta'ala. So be prepared with this process, inshallah. So once, for the people who already have the packages, please hold off, just be patient while we help the people who are looking for packages. Once we are done with this, inshallah, we will come to you, inshallah. So a few tips, I'm repeating this again and again because I want to get this message across. If preferred package is not available, just go to the next preference. Have additional list of packages available. If website is slow or it locks you off, just log back in. Just log back in. If prefer occupancy is not available, do not try to resolve. We can resolve it later. Do not get stuck here. Move forward. Get the occupancy that's available. The the name of the game is quickness, and name of the game, the result of the game is getting the package. Okay, getting the package. This is what we have been working for. Inshallah, we'll do it. Above all, please stay calm. Please stay calm and continue making dua and have the trust in Allah. You know what? If He has made the decision, I'm repeating this again and again because we are at a juncture. We are coming up to the third phase, which is going to be very tense. And I'm telling you, it is going to be tense. It is going to be frustrating. At times, we will be frustrated, and it's natural. It is natural. Join our webinar session. Inshallah ta'ala, together we will help each other. And we will have the breakout rooms. We'll have the breakout resources available for Rawaf and Jamil packages, inshallah, who will walk you through one-on-one. It'll be a one-on-one with full privacy, inshallah. As long as it's Rawaf and Jamil, we'll help you through. But even otherwise, join our session. We will help you through. If you are not, even if you're not with Rawaf and Jamil, we'll help you through. There are people who can attest to this one. We have helped people with Al-Bayt, MCDC, and all kinds of packages, okay? The breakout room, those dedicated sessions are Rawaf and Jamil's, okay? Because those are dedicated resources that we have brought them in, basically. But join our sessions, and inshallah ta'ala will help you through that. Any package, what are we supporting? We have expanded what we want to do, okay? Because we found that there were lots of people looking at several packages that were convenient to them, the gateways, and there were certain specifics that they wanted that we could not just support with some packages. So we just basically said, we are going to open it up. We are going to just go for it, okay? Because our focus is Hujjaj. Our focus is Hujjaj. Initially, we wanted to limit ourselves to some hotels, some type of packages, Madina first, etc. But then when we saw our Hujjaj struggling, we basically opened this up. Any Rawaf or Jamil package with the hotel in Makkah is Pullman, Zamzam, Address, Dana Millennium, Ibis, or Anjum, Holiday Inn, or Imar Al Noor. If any of the packages you find, please go for it. Okay, please go for it. We have released our list, and you can take a look at it. Okay. Now, I want to talk about the schedule that we have. Okay. Here we are. We are in the review pack, this thing, purchasing this thing, booking, connecting flight. But the focus I want to bring to is once we are complete with the purchasing, we are going to get started with our webinar on logistics, fiqh, chat group for sisters, etc., which are all open to any Hujjaj. It doesn't matter which package you're going with. It doesn't matter if you're going with one of our supported package with another service provider. It doesn't matter to us. Okay, we are here to support the Hujjaj. We want the Hujjaj to go best prepared so that they are able to handle with the temperatures, with the confusion in the roads, etc., transportation, etc. This is where we come in, inshallah ta'ala. And it's open to each and everyone. Yes, we want you to go with us. Yes, we want you to pick our packages simply because we understand the challenges that are there. We understand the challenges the people have faced with different groups last year. We train our team to look at different ways and how to make all of you as a one family. We go for this. We go for making sure our Hujjaj are comfortable, safe, and we can return them back, inshallah ta'ala. But we are here to help each and everyone, inshallah. The package we have released is in this one here. And let me quickly go through this one here. Let me share the package list, and I want to kind of go through this one quickly. Let me stop the share. All right, let me share the list. Okay, so the way this list has been designed, okay, it has been designed to make your browsing easier on this one, okay? Here are all the packages, the list of all the packages that we support. Now, This is just the one that we have figured out. Now, your country, in your specific country, you might find a package, Imar or Jamil or Rawaf's package, which as long as they support, they include one of the hotels that we mentioned earlier, Pullman Zamzam, Anjum, Address, or Holiday Inn, or Imar Al Noor, Millennium, or IBIS. Inshallah ta'ala will support you. So this is a list of all the packages. Now, if you see here, this is a service provider. We are updating the availability. We will not know the availability figure at least until Monday, by the way, because the second phase is continuing until end of Sunday, inshallah ta'ala, as we know. So it's only after that we will know the exact availability scenario. Here is the package number. Here is the Al-Kabsh, the packages, Al-Kabsh, Al-Mu'asim, etc. The Makkah hotel, the Medina hotel, the cost that we know as it is without the flight, and the first stay, is it Makkah, Medina, etc. The gateway, wherever we know, or we have also identified wherever it is custom, number of days, start and end, and the link which will take you directly. Remember, the way the link works is you need to first log into Nusuk, and then you take this link and you paste it over there, okay? If your browser is the default browser, the same browser where you logged into Nusuk, you can even click it right here and it'll take you directly there. So this is basically all the packages. We have also put the tabs here for all the Al-Kabsh package. If you're only interested in Al-Kabsh, just go to Al-Kabsh. If you're only interested in Zone A packages, like such as the Anjum, Pullman, Address, etc., you can go into the Zone A. The 4-star Azizia packages, which is Millennium and Holiday Inn, they are listed here. The 3-star Azizia hotels, which is the Ibis and Imar Al Noor, okay, that we support, are listed here. Now, here you can also, if you are familiar with how the Excel sheet works, you can also do play with it as much as you want. Okay, so this is basically on this one. If there are any questions, I will inshallah ta'ala take it and explain it, but for now let's move forward. So we can open up, Brother Wasim, shall we open up for questions?
Yes. So there's some question in the chat. One question is that has anyone been able to figure out how long before Nusuk forces you to log out?
The last that, I mean, I'm more than welcome. If anybody else knows this exactly, you can share it. But I have seen it stays on for quite a lengthy period of time. I mean, it's been at least about half an hour to 45 minutes. I've been working with some of the sessions. It doesn't seem to log me off. But inactivity is about, I think I've seen them to be like about 3-4 minutes, basically. If there is no activity in 3-4 minutes, it'll log you off. Okay, if someone knows more information, feel free to put it in the chat. Okay, go ahead, Brother Wasim.
Yeah, somebody is asking about verifications. They're having issues getting verified. Brother Asher, do you want to share what your scenario is?
Yeah. Brother, you can mute yourself.
Hey, yeah, brother, like I actually put in for my mom, for almost 1 week now. So like my wife and myself, we got verified, but my mom, is still not verified. And I did reach out to them, via the customer service, send them emails, there's not really a positive response from them.
Okay, let me make a few quick suggestions. Okay, one is, are you checking in the account, okay, to make sure that they are not sending any notification in your account? Have you been checking that? Look in your spam folder too. Okay, the third thing that I'm going to suggest is go into your mom's profile and just make a small change, like put a space after the last name or something, so that it just refreshes and submit it. Okay, now why I'm asking for that, because sometimes it gets into a queue and it gets basically ignored for some times. Okay, so when you do something resubmission, it refreshes your entry again, and it might get into somebody's attention. That is third. The fourth option.
Except the name, maybe the date or something they can change.
Yeah. Please be careful. Please be careful. Don't change the name. Okay, but make sure or the date. Do not change any passport information. Okay. The fourth thing that you can try doing is calling their number. There is a 966 number that we have shared in our group chat also a few times. You can look it up at the bottom of the Nusuk. It'll give you, it is a, you will have to pay money for that. It's not a free call. Okay. There is no free call. There is no WhatsApp number. Call that number. Okay. If somebody has that information available, go ahead and put it in the chat immediately. Okay. So you need to call them. Okay. It'll take you 5-6 minutes before you can get the person on the line. Okay, so do that. Call them, talk to them. We have found that generally they are quite responsive when you talk to them. Okay, generally. Okay, so talk to them and see if they can help you with that one. Now, the other thing that you can do is send an email to support at hajj.nusuk.sa, and the ticket number that you get, share it back with us. We will see if we can follow up, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. Next question, please.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Next question, please.
I see one hand up, Brother Ahmed E. If you can unmute yourself.
Brother Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam, brother.
Any other package providers that you know of that ran out of packages?
There are. As of now, out of 413 packages released, 11 packages have run out. Okay, I don't have the exact information on the other packages because we are concentrating on Rawaf and Jamil. So I don't have the information on the others actually. Okay. So the one from the Jamil and Rawaf that have run out, we are updating it in our package list. But 11 packages as of now, based on the Nusuk, they are run out of their quota, package quota.
Thank you.
Okay. You can go into Nusuk even now, for example, search for that vendor if you're interested in a specific vendor. And if you browse through their packages, it'll tell you if a specific package has run out. Okay. Even though it is grayed out, it'll just say that, this is out basically. Okay. Next question, please.
Is Nusuk the only way to perform Hajj in this time?
From the countries that are in the Nusuk countries, which I think we have shared before, yes, that's the only one, unless you have a dual citizen with a country which is outside of the Nusuk region. For example, if you have a passport of Pakistan or a passport of Bangladesh, Lebanon, for example, if you have those passports, you can go through a package from that country. Okay, that's the only other way. And please, for Allah's sake, if somebody tells you, if you're in United States, sitting in Florida or sitting in Memphis or some other place, saying that we will take you, don't worry about it, even though you don't have dual citizenship, please do not fall for that. That trick will not work anymore. Last year, there were several people that were promised similarly. They went to Riyadh and their agent basically ran away because some of them were arrested and some of them were to be arrested. They went away. It was a huge mess for the people. So the only way you can go for Hajj from the countries that are Nusuk countries, which is United States, North America, South America, Europe, Oceania countries, which is Australia, New Zealand, Japan, South Korea, etc. You can only go through Nusuk if you're residents, unless you have a dual citizenship. Okay, go ahead, please. Next.
Okay, hey, quick question. The direct link in the spreadsheet, it doesn't work because you have disabled the download or the copy paste from it. When you click on it, it doesn't work. Can you create a version where we can actually go ahead and click directly on the direct URL?
Okay, the Excel sheet, you should be able to do it. I'm going to let some other people test it because the reason we gave the Excel sheet, I cannot enable the download right now. I cannot do that. Okay. So you should be able to copy that link and paste it in the browser.
Yeah,
I do know that with the way the Excel sheet is, because you can view it, you should be able to click it. Please take a look at it. I'm going to let some other people also try it, and we will take the feedback later, inshallah.
Yeah, please, because I tried it. It told me that, hey, it has been disabled by the admin. You cannot do a copy paste.
I'll take a look at it, but we cannot enable the download. We cannot do that, okay? Because it's an amana that we have for all the people. Because if I enable the download, I have to enable the editing also on it, okay? And I cannot allow that one, because then we don't want someone to go by mistake, make changes to it, okay?
Right, and then some of them are missing the direct URL from your spreadsheet.
Yeah, I know. We are trying to collect that.
Okay.
We are trying to collect that. So if as soon as we find it, we are going to update it, inshallah. We are working on it. Please bear with us.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Brother G, did you have any other questions? I know your hand was up too. So was this the question?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
All right.
Next hand up is Khalid Rustam.
Brother Khalid, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. My questions are for custom flights. I mean, can we customize all the flights or only the one that have gateway custom?
You can only do the custom where the package allows you to do it. Basically, if it says a public package that which allows you to do the custom, that's the only one you can customize it. Everything else, you have to go with the group flight.
I got you, brother. Brother, from the Mu'azzam camp, is there different zones when we book the packages to pay attention to? Or it's on...
Well, no, from the Al Mawsam camp, it is based on the service provider, okay? So there are no different zones, like standard, luxury, etc. It's one Al Mawsam camp for Rawaf, it's one Al Mawsam camp for Jamil, and the same thing with the other service providers. Every service provider has their own Al Mawsam camp, but all of them are in the area where you call that American European camp area, okay? It's all in that neighborhood.
I got you, brother, because I looked at YouTube and I saw pictures, videos of the Mu'azzam, and I noticed like not all the camps are the same. They have different occupancies and different sizes. So, and I don't know.
No, I'm sorry. The Al Mawsam camp, there is no occupancy there. Okay, it's all one big tent with smaller tents in there. It's one big camp with tents in it. Some tents will have about 200 people in there, because each sectioned off by 50, or there might be some tents which might only have 150, for example, okay? But they are all same thing. There is no concept of occupancy there, okay? Al-Kabsh is a little bit different. Al-Kabsh, each tent is of about 10 people or so.
I got you.
Okay.
And brother, you think they're gonna open the chance for us to pre-configure the packages before we go to action, or this is gone now?
I think it's gone now. I think at this point in time, when the sale starts, the sale starts. When they open up the Nusuk for all the countries, which includes the countries that exhausted the visa, it's going to be for the sale, basically. You will not have the time to review at this point in time. The best thing is to use our URLs, whichever one we have made available so far. Go look at the package, or just review our listing, because we have put as much detail as possible.
Okay, thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
Question is, how much extra should we put in the wallet for flights?
Oh, for the flight?
Yeah, at least that's the question. Yeah.
Okay. For the flight, you should at least calculate about 13 to 14,000 riyals per person. Again, it could be lesser than that, but that is something that's a minimum that I would consider at this point in time. If you have not gone through that configuration before, which would have given you that figure. So to be on the safer side, consider at least about 13 to 15,000 per person for the flight. Okay, and if you're going with a custom, then again, it varies depending on the route that you're picking, etc.
So somebody's asking, the bottleneck is the OTP. So any advice for how to handle that?
Join our session. Join our Zoom session. And again, I'm not trying to be difficult here. As long as you're picking Jamil and Rawaf packages, we will try to help you on that one. I don't have a blanket answer simply because we are still working on figuring out what's the best solution, inshallah. But at this point in time, my only suggestion is join our Zoom session when we start that up. And we will send you to one of our break rooms, inshallah ta'ala, within the Zoom for you to be able to do one-on-one, inshallah ta'ala. Okay.
Yeah, one point I would like to add here is like, don't keep on requesting OTP multiple times.
Please don't.
If you
Yep.
do that, you get locked out.
Yep.
And also, the other thing is if you are doing it very quickly, then you won't know whether the OTP came for the first request or the second request. So, somebody's asking about, I think you answered this, but if I book COD, is there a way to change to double later?
Can someone else answer that question from the group? I've answered this question many times.
Yeah, basically, it might be. It's not a you will book COD, and if there is availability, Rawaf or Jamil can take extra, and they can make it available. So yeah, but it is no guarantee. So we'll try our best. That's the answer.
I was hoping someone from the group would answer that question because we have gone through this so many times.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, I was waiting to. Next one is any Jamil package with listed hotels. Precious Path is going to provide a guide for the group.
That's right. Yes. Anything that we have listed in our package, our plan, inshallah ta'ala, we plan on supporting it with our guide, inshallah. Yes.
Right, and on that, I actually have a question too. So the Jamil package that's listed in the spreadsheet, it may have a different hotel that you did not list, but you would support it as long as it is from the spreadsheet, right? That you guys published.
That is correct. That is correct. This is the reason we are very clearly stating any Jamil Rawaf packages which are going to those hotels that we mentioned. I mean, we want to do a good job. Okay, we don't want to just tell you any Jamil, any Rawaf package, and the hotels are far apart and we cannot provide the best support. We don't want to do that. Okay, we have gone through the experience. We know the challenges of the hotel location. We know the hotels. We know the quality of the hotels. It's very important that when we are putting our support behind it, we want to make sure that we are recommending, suggesting the good hotels. We know how Pullman is, we know how Address is, we know how Anjum is, we know the Millennium Hotel, we know how Holiday Inn is, we know how Ibis is. So it is based on that, we are basically saying we will support these hotels, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, with the guide, with all the guidance, we in the Mina camps, etc. That's what we are saying. Yes, alhamdulillah.
And yeah, basically, there are some packages that are shifting packages. So one of them will be that, the other will be something else. Yeah.
Right. And part two of the part B of the question is, yeah, because unfortunately, if my pre-selected, one of my pre-selected packages, if none of my pre-selected packages is available, and I see actually one on your spreadsheet from Jamil that I really like, if I'm going to go ahead and try to configure that day using the direct URL, it will be kind of tight. So are they not going to even open it up like a few hours before they start the sale? People can go in and put that in the cart.
लोग लगे हुए हैं अभी भी पैकेज खरीदने में।
Yeah. One minute. Can people go on mute? Let me answer the question, please. Okay. Unfortunately, Akhi, I understand your comment, and I wish it would work that way. But the way that things are progressing right now, how quickly things are moving, I don't believe they are going to open up a review period. Okay. They did not do it in phase 2, and they're not going to do it in phase 3. Okay. But I understand what you're saying. I wish they would give it like half an hour, 1 hour or so people can go in and reconfigure their shopping cart or preferred packages, but I don't believe it's going to happen.
Okay, so I guess we'll just have to configure it on the fly and
Absolutely.
put it in the shopping cart.
You just have to. This is the reason. Remember, I brought up my flow chart to emphasize that you have to be ready to go through that process fast.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay.
There's a question about Rawaf 415. Is this custom or public? on the sheet it says it has a gateway of France, but the package is public.
So the package says it's a public.
I think that's Brother Iftikhar. You want to, Brother Iftikhar Islam?
Yeah,
He has
yeah.
few questions.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes,
Yeah,
brother.
that was actually my that was the exact question. So on Nusuk website, I'm seeing it as a public package, but on your spreadsheet, it is pointed out as gateway from France.
Okay. I will take a look at it. Okay. Some packages could be both, by the way. Okay. A package could have a group flight as well as an option for custom flight. Something that I have not necessarily checked that one, but it is possible it is. But we will look at it and we will correct it if there is an error in our sheet. We are regularly looking through our list, by the way. So even until the day before the third phase starts, I'm going to very highly encourage everyone, please look through our list. We are continuously updating it. We are adding the availability. We are adding the URLs. And if you find any error in it, we are going and updating also. So Brother Iftikhar, thank you for bringing that to the attention. I'll take a look at it, inshallah.
Yeah, I had two more questions with that, but I
Yes,
think
brother,
you
go
already
ahead.
answered. Will there be any review period, like just like before phase one, we have configured our cart?
No.
Is it going to happen? But you already answered. Jazakallah.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
Yeah, inshallah, we will see. Inshallah.
Yeah.
There are some requests to share documentation like the hotel list, the package list, also this Hajj planner slide. People are asking, can we share this on the WhatsApp
Sure.
group?
Sure. I will share that the planner we will share, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. The other documents, what's the other document? The hotel document?
Like which hotels are we supporting, and also like the list of packages and all. I think some people might not have it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, can somebody go ahead and put it in the chat, because it is so everybody, whoever is on the call, please make sure you are on our WhatsApp group. Please, if you are joined this call directly, please join our group chat, because we share all this information there. Okay. We want people, whether you're going with Jamil or Rawaf, okay, irrespective of that. Remember, I keep repeating this. We are supporting anybody that is going for Hajj. Of course, we want you to come with Jamil and Rawaf with our package, our groups, just because we want to make your life as comfortable as possible, make the best this thing, but we are here to support everybody. Okay. All right. Next one, please.
Yeah, and I posted the WhatsApp group also, and also it's on behind Farid Bhai. There's a QR code. You can use that.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yes,
Oh.
that's a good point. So if you look in my background, the QR code is there for both the Nusuk package and the WhatsApp group. Thank you for pointing that out, Brother Wasim.
So I think there's some confusion. People are thinking that the packages have exhausted quota versus country quota. So if you can talk, because people are saying that the packages are sold out, but in reality, not all packages are sold out. It's the quota of the country that's done. So you can talk about the difference.
Yeah, well, when on Nusuk, they are clearly listing, okay, when you go by URL, for example, when you go by URL today, it is going to tell you quota, this package is exhausted. That one is basically saying this is not available for you. That's all they're saying. Okay. But when you go and search, filter by any of the service provider, for example, you know what, let me quickly show this one. Brother Wasim, you want to go ahead and answer a few questions while I quickly get into Nusuk?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, this next question from Kamar Islam is basically the same, right? When the sheet is saying availability is there, the package is saying full capacity. That is not because the package is sold out, because the country quota is gone. And the next question is about availability. Medium and high means, so say for example, there is 50 seats in a package, and if most of it is not sold out, then it will say high. Right? If it is about half full, it will say medium, right? And if it is almost getting closed out, it will say low. Yeah, for the link to work, some people are clicking on the link and it's not working. You have to be logged in. That is correct for it to work. And the next question is about cancellation. So yes, if there is a cancellation, even before round 3, it will get available. And we don't know how often they update in the background, but every now and then people are logging in and people have reported that they were able to grab one package. So we do recommend that you try, not every few minutes, but yeah, every now and then try randomly. It is basically a long shot, right? I mean, there's no guarantee you'll get it, but if you want to try out and then somebody had happened to cancel it and you, alhamdulillah, got that opportunity, you can go and buy. Otherwise, round three, that 4 or 5,000 visas that Farid mentioned approximately that are left. So now that all of those will be made available to everybody in the Nusuk. So all the 126 countries in round three, phase three will be able to get in and get this any of the package. And it could be either public or yeah, with a custom plate or group. So whichever is available, you can buy either of them.
Brother Wasim, are you able to see my Nusuk screen?
No, I'm on the packages. I see the package Excel.
You say the packages. Okay, let me just see.
I see SG hand is up. You have a question?
Okay,
Yeah,
just
quick
1
question.
minute. I'm here. I'm in the Nusuk. Okay,
Okay, go ahead, please.
you should be able to see this now, right? Okay,
Yes.
so I searched by Jamil. If you look here, Jamil Al Safa is not showing anything, whereas here it says reach full capacity. What this means is this package is sold out. It is not the quota, okay? It is not just the quota. The fact that this is grayed out, they're all grayed out, means the quota for the country that I'm a resident of, which is United States, is done. That's why they are all grayed out. But this one, if you see, it says reach full capacity. That means the capacity that that specific package had is exhausted. Okay, that's what basically it means. Now, if you go directly to any of these packages, I copied the URL, I went to the top here, and I'm pasting it. And then I do this click. Okay, this is how you would go about. Now, it says reach full capacity. All that this is saying is the quota is finished for my country. It's not talking about the package capacity, okay? This is a generic message that you will see for all the packages for my country, which is United States. If I log in today, this is the message that you're going to see. So do not go by this one, okay? So 101 is still available. You can look at the availability in our document. So on that day, basically on the day, you're going to copy the URL and then get into this thing. Now, we've gone through this before. You can go to browse all packages, and I can type in 101 here. If I do 101, for example, it'll bring up the package. But remember, from an IT perspective, from a computer perspective, when you type in a package, it has to go through the entire database to search 101 and bring it up. Okay, so that means it takes an extra step, extra time, etc. So that is why we are recommending that you use the URL we are providing, so that you can jump directly to the package, okay, by going here to the browser and then clicking that one, copying that one, pasting that one, and then you get here. So on that day, if you scroll down, you will see a button here that says configure. So you have to go through configuration, you have to select the occupancy, and then you have to select the flight, specific flight, and then it'll tell you the total amount, and if you have enough amount in your e-wallet for all the people or not, and then you'll be able to move forward with your purchasing, inshallah. Okay. All right, next question.
SG, brother.
Yes, the quick question here, Mr. Farid. I think so you're the admin, so you can go ahead and do the copy paste. I tried that, it doesn't work. So can you please look into that issue about
I'll look into that. I will look into that.
Okay, great. And the other thing that I actually wanted to ask is, do we have any idea when will we find out as to how many additional visas the Ministry of Hajj will throw in?
Probably we will not know that until Monday or Tuesday, because the second round is still continuing. End of Sunday is when the second round is expected to finish. And then after that, the ministry is going to make the decision how they're going to move forward.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Next, please.
Anybody else has any questions? I think we have covered all the ones in the chat.
Have we gone through all the everything in the chat?
I believe so. We have some of them are repeats, so I did
Okay.
not ask them again.
Right. Can I have ask one more question, please?
Sure.
Real quick. Okay, so I can see one of those Jameel packages. So if it's not going from US, say if it's going from London, and if it's a custom pack, right? It's not a custom package, it's a group flight. I should be able to go ahead and do that if I can arrange my transportation from here to UK, right?
Let me make sure I understand this. Okay, you're referring to a custom package or a group package?
No, the flight is leaving. It says the flight is going to be leaving. It's from UK or from Toronto.
Oh, I see. I see.
I should be able to select that, right?
You know something. I can answer based on last year, but then I want to caution because we have not come to the third phase, so we don't know how they will handle that or not. But from a process perspective, what we know from before is your flight has to be from the country of your residence. Okay, but last year that restriction was not there. Okay, you could get a package from anywhere. You could get a package leaving from Paris, from Milan, etc. Many people did that because quickly they were able to get a package from Milan, and then they arranged for a flight from Los Angeles to Milan. Okay, so how it's going to be this year, I cannot answer that with certainty, but we have been told your flight has to originate in the country of your residency. Maybe they'll apply that, maybe they'll not apply that. So you just have to try out. Sorry, I cannot answer that.
Yesterday, Farid bhai, some people from Trinidad, they were able to select in custom flight, like a flight starting from London.
Correct.
So it doesn't seem like the system doesn't seem to like stop them. Yeah.
Right. So again, this is what we know for confirmed information. The practice could be a little bit different. So you just have to try it out.
Okay, thank you.
One question
to
is
answer that question again, I'm sorry, to add to that one again, I want to say the name of the game is getting the package. Okay, to the brother that's asking the question about London, if London package is the only one available, and if you're comfortable getting a flight to London, go for it. Go for it, because I'm not trying to increase the anxiety. I'm not trying to cause any difficulty in people thinking, but I expect this to be a huge challenge on the 19th. I expect things to move very fast. I expect the quota, whatever it is, it's not going to be like last year, which was, it went on for several days actually. Based on the experience that I've seen in phase 1 and phase 2, I expect things to go very fast. So be prepared to move quickly. That's why we are asking people, if you have picked a Rawaf or Jameel, we are going to stand by with our resources to help you move through quickly. If you're not comfortable walking through those steps, for example, configuration, etc., we are here to help you as long as it's Jameel and Rawaf packages. But I do expect things to go very, very fast in phase 3. It's not going to last for a few days. It's going to be a few hours. Okay, make dua and be prepared, inshallah.
Somebody's asking about the sheet, like there's a number on like 3, 4, 5 on the right corner of every package. What that means.
Is it on the sheet?
Oh, it's saying for some packages, I see a number like 3, 4, or 5 on the right pack. I think you might be talking about Nusuk. Brother Abdul, do you want to ask it?
Who's asking that question? I mean, feel free to ask again, please. And I'm looking it up again. I'm looking to see if I can see anything. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to look at it.
I think those numbers are images, like multiple images you can view. 3 or 4.
Yeah, because I don't necessarily see anything in here. Okay.
I think the brother is right. I mean, if it has multiple hotel images, it shows a number saying how many images. Like if you go to the package page, the package itself, like if you click on that, like go to the direct URL.
Yes. Oh, if you go to the direct URL?
I think so. That's what he might be referring to. But yes.
Yeah, and the
Okay. Anyway, anything else?
Other question is, any chance you will support Voco or View hotels?
I'm sorry, no, we cannot. Okay. Again, to answer the question, I think I explained this earlier. We went through some deep analysis. We thought this through. It is going to be very difficult for us because Voco is about 1.5 miles from the Zone A hotels. Okay, so if we are supporting Address, Pullman, and Anjum, and that's an additional 1.5 miles. So we kind of clustered the hotels that we are supporting, just to kind of give you a little bit of background why we decided how we decided. We kind of looked at Anjum, Address, and Pullman as one cluster hotels, and then we looked at Holiday Inn and Millennium. They are kind of in that same neighborhood. And the same thing with Imar Noor and Ibis are very close to each other. So we kind of clustered them into 3 clusters: Zone A hotels, then the Azizia, Holiday Inn, and Millennium, which are kind of close to each other. And then Imar Al Noor and Ibis are kind of close to each other. So that's how we are doing. Now, if we start supporting, Voco is a good hotel, by the way, okay? But Voco is another 1.5 miles away from the Zone A hotel. That will be very difficult for us to support. Sorry. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I think the people asking about the date. So I expect it to be on 19th of February. Well, will they add additional quota of 10,000 like last year? We don't know at this point.
We don't know at this time.
Somebody is asking, if I purchase the package from IAD, can I travel to Saudi Arabia from somewhere else?
Yeah. Whoever is asking that question, brother Shivan, yes, I think you were talking to me about this earlier, right? Okay. Are you on? Are you still on? You want to explain your question?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Walaikum salam, brother. Go ahead.
Yes. So we bought a package for the whole family. There are 8 of them, alhamdulillah. It's a blessing from Allah. And one of my brother, he is in Iraq. He lives there right now for a temporary job. We were wondering, does he has to travel to the Washington to travel with his the gateway, or can he just travel from Iraq directly to Saudi Arabia, since he's going to have his visa available?
Okay.
Jazakallah.
All right. Barakallah fi. Okay. This is the way it works. Okay. He doesn't have to travel from Washington. Okay. But he can travel from Iraq. But the flight that originates, if the flight is from Washington, he's basically going to waste that entire flight, by the way. I just want you to bear that in mind. The departure, once you are a no-show, the airline, this is the airline policy. This is nothing to do with Nusuk or Hajj or anything. The airline policy is, if you don't show up for a flight, that entire ticket is canceled. Okay, that entire ticket is canceled. So yes, he can buy his own ticket from Iraq, meet you up in Jeddah or wherever, okay, and then he can return back to Iraq from there. There is not a problem, but that will be a separate ticket he has to take.
Okay, so the flight is from Washington to Dubai and then Dubai to Medina. He could not just show up in Dubai and join the flight, because the entire tickets.
The way the airlines work, it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
If there is no show at the first spot, they basically consider that person as a no-show.
But this does not jeopardize his Hajj package at all?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because flights and this thing are separate. But yes, Nusuk requires you to buy the flight. But but once you are issued the visa, you're issued the visa.
Yep. Okay. Jazakallah khairan. It's very clear. May Allah bless.
Right. If it is
my suggestion quickly is that he flies from Iraq to Dubai, and then basically go to Jeddah from there on a separate flight completely.
Okay. Well, he can just travel to Medina. He can.
Yeah, of course he can. That is true. He can. Yes.
Okay. Jazakallah.
Barakallah.
If it is a custom flight, sometimes if you call the airline, they might be able to change it for an additional fee. But usually group flights, they don't change.
Yeah, this is a group flight. That's a good point. It's a group flight. Yep.
I see Muhammad's iPhone hand up.
Brother Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Assalamu alaikum,
salam.
brother. I'm calling. I'm just asking, inshallah, for the third phase. How many visas are going to be available for us to purchase?
Which one, Muhammad? Are you referring to Al-Kabsh?
No, I'm having a different package, not with you guys, unfortunately.
And what's the question?
The question is, how many visas are going to be available for the third
Oh,
phase?
we don't know. We don't know that. We will only know this answer sometime, probably Monday, once the phase 2 has completed, which we are expecting to be by end of Sunday, inshallah ta'ala. And then after that, the ministry is going to tally whatever information data they have. And probably Monday or Tuesday when they are going to release that information. And we will update as soon as possible.
Thank you, brother. Jazakallah khair.
Alhamdulillah.
The brother SG, is this hand up from before, or do you have another question?
No, I have another question.
Okay.
Yes, brother. Go ahead, brother.
The quick question is, once the phase 2 is over, is there some way at Nusuk website to go ahead and filter packages that are still available? It doesn't matter who they are, like what is still available and has not reached the capacity.
Oh, there is a button. Let me show that one quickly. If you are here, okay, there is here view available packages only. You can click that one. That will only then show you the available packages.
Oh, okay.
Then you can filter by Jamil or Rawaf, and it'll tell you that one basically.
Meaning they're available for sale post phase 2, right? That's what it will show, and then you can apply additional filters. Like
yeah, I mean, the thing is, what's available for phase 2 is what you're seeing now.
Right.
But by the time phase 2 finishes, we don't know what packages will be available.
Okay, good.
Okay.
And then I assume that you will keep on updating your spreadsheet
Absolutely.
based
Absolutely.
on what's available for the packages you're supporting.
Yep. We'll keep. I think if you, if I remember correctly, I think I just showed it. This is where this is the column that we'll keep updating. Sold out. See this? We have already listed 2 of them sold out. Again, we are only listing the packages we support. Okay. Like for example, Jamil's 3 of Jamil's packages are sold out. 2 of Rawaf's packages are sold out. But since we don't support them, they are not listed here.
Right. And the ones that are missing the direct URL, it doesn't mean. All it means is that you didn't capture that.
We have not. I mean, we are waiting for information because both Rawaf and Jamil, they are waiting for the phase 2 to complete before they can release it, because it's fluctuating very much right now. Okay. All
right. Thank you.
All right.
Last hand is Waqas Javed.
Brother Waqas. Brother Wasim, after that, if there are any questions in the chat, let's take it and then we can call it, inshallah ta'ala.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Brother Waqas.
Okay, so my question is similar to what the question was asked, that if we are planning to forfeit our one of the flight leg, and we are planning to go directly in a different flight, then is it do we need to communicate with you and then provide the flight details separately so that you can manage the logistics, that how they will provide the transportation from the airport to the hotel?
Yes, very good question. If you are taking Rawaf or Jamil's packages, and if you are making changes to your flight routing, okay, then please make sure that you inform us as soon as you make the change, okay, so that we can make the arrangement, we can make the transportation arrangement so that we are aware if anything happens, etc. Yes, please let us know as quickly as possible.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
And one thing to note is that if you are skipping, I think you said you're skipping a leg, like what Brother Farid mentioned, your return flight can also be in jeopardy, right? So basically you're booking your own complete flight then.
Yeah, please be careful. If you're touching the group flight from the package, by the airlines rules, okay, nothing to do with Nusuk or anyone else. Airlines, they use that policy as a no-show basically. Or if you miss a leg, it could cause other challenges. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it true for the custom flights?
The same thing. It's an airline policy.
Got it.
It's an airline policy, right?
Okay.
So whether it
in,
is
in custom flight, you might be able to call them and ask for a change for an additional fee. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah.
right. Right. I mean, if you arrange it with the airline, it's a different thing. Okay. But if you just don't show, or if you just change one of the legs of the fly of your route, then it's a no-show.
That's true. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Suddenly lots of hands came up, Brother
Ji.
Wasim.
I don't yes, people are asking about the PDF and the sheet, so we'll share that in the chat. How much time do you have, Brother Farid, to go further?
Maybe like 7 more minutes, and then we have to call it 1 o'clock. We have to end.
Okay. Next is FL. You can try to
Yes,
be quick,
assalamu
inshallah.
alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
I did receive the Excel spreadsheet. I'm looking at it, and then my e-wallet is already top up to 44,000, but I just don't have any money to add it to that one. Will I be able to find any package under that 44,000 riyal with everything included?
Yes. I mean, because if you look at some of the IBIS and some of the Millennium packages, they are around the 30,000 mark. Okay. And then consider about 13,000 for the generally approximately for the flight. Yes, you should be able to. You're going by yourself, right?
Yes, by myself from Washington, D.C.
Okay. You should be able to, but again, I mean, when you say you are not able to, it's because you don't have the credit cards available, or you're having some technical issues.
Not really. I already pop up. It's up to 44,000 real, but that's like around 12,000. So I want to stop there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's my goal. And then I'm flying from Washington D.C. and under your package, I can't see any price going. They're kind of all over 44,000.
Right. So if I go into, for example, I'm going to go into the IBIS. Okay. If I look at the IBIS, they are all in the 25,000 range. Okay. And add about 12 to 13,000, it is still under 40,000. So you should be good. And in fact, I can even go here. If I look at this one, you are still generally good here also, because they are around the 30,000, 27 to 30,000. And if you add about 12,000, you're still way under 44,000. So you should be good, sister, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much.
I think next one is iPhone, or is it Waqar Javed? I think we already addressed him. I don't know if I the old hand. iPhone.
Assalamualaikum, brother.
Walaikum salam, sister.
Yeah, this is Ipa. I still have challenge, still challenge, yeah, because you send this a new URL, and I don't know how to put it. I try to copy paste and put it there, but doesn't be able to work. To put the new one, the package new one, because I still have old package we set over there on the tab bar, but I not be able to put the new one, new package.
All right, sister, you know what I'm going to suggest to you okay, this is what we're going to do, inshallah. Brother Wasim, let's do this in our document. Let's put a question for who needs help with the booking on that day. Okay, as long as it's a Rawaf Jamil package, let's let the people who need help put that in there, and then we can queue them up for our support on the day of the booking, inshallah ta'ala. So sister, we are going to send out a message, inshallah, as soon as we get that one. So if you go in there and log saying that the level of support that you need, not that, I would like someone to walk me through, but we will come up with some terminology. If you absolutely, like the way you are saying, you don't know how to handle the URLs, we will work with you one-on-one, inshallah ta'ala, on the day of the on the purchase itself, inshallah ta'ala.
Oh, inshallah. But it means it's not the same like the old package who, like example, I choose 105.
Right.
And if I choose the new one, I mean, because that is really old, So I cannot use that old one, 105, right? I have to be sent the new one, 105 from you, the one with the new link.
If 105 is sold out, yes. But if 105 is still available on that day, you should be able to move faster without any problem. Okay?
It's old, I said the old one.
Your old one in your shopping cart is 105. That's what you're telling me?
No, the backup, not in the shopping cart. Like
What's
I have
in your what is in your shopping cart?
empty, not be able to put it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what we can do, sister, on the day of the shopping, on the day of when the package sale starts, if you just put it in our list that you want help, we will queue you up and we'll help you, inshallah ta'ala. Don't worry. We'll help you with that, inshallah ta'ala. Don't worry.
Okay. Murtaza Ali.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, thanks for all the help. So one thing in the phase one, the packages what we added as a preferred, right, for 5 packages. So they added one new feature, like select as main preferred package. I think that's the one. Now we cannot put in the cart, right? So I think I just did that. So when you open the dashboard, it's immediately pops up for booking. I mean, maybe on that day it will pop up. So they added one new feature just for the information. I wanted to
Interesting.
share.
Okay, I'll take a look at it. I
Yeah,
didn't know
I can
that.
share the screen if you want, but yeah.
No, I'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you click that, it's making any package as a select as main preferred package.
I see. Okay. Hold on. Let me do this. Thank you, brother. I did not
know
the
profile and in my package tab, it shows there.
Yeah. Here I am. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically,
my
if
package,
you go, if
select
you go
as main preferred package.
Yeah. If you go into your the profile here.
Yeah, my packages. You see on the screen.
My packages.
Yes.
Here it's allowing you to make one of these, for example,
package.
preferred.
Then if you go to the dashboard,
then if I go into the dashboard, that's interesting. That's very interesting, actually. If I go into a dashboard,
yes, you see
it's
on
coming
the
up. Interesting. Yes. Okay. Now, because there were some people asking me the other day also. Thank you very much, Brother Murtaza. Thank you for this one. I think we will broadcast this also. So when you come to the dashboard, do not click on the package here. Okay. If you have configured, put something in your shopping cart, do not click on this thing. This will become viewed booking details. This will be booking details when the package opens. This is what you should be clicking. If you click on that one, it'll take you, instead of this page here, it'll take you directly into the the last page where you're ready to start the selling part, the purchasing part, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. All right. It's 1 o'clock. Brother Wasim, do we have any questions that we need to answer, or we are good? Okay. So, brother, sorry, we have to end the call. It's put the questions in our chat, inshallah ta'ala, in our group chat. We will answer again. If anybody has not joined our group, please join our group. It is there on my screen, on the 2 sides of my screen. So please make sure you try to join this one as much as possible, so that we can support you wherever if possible, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك وتبارك اسمك وتعالى جدك ولا إله غيرك والضحى والليل إذا أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. As the surah states, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not forsaken us. Allah has not forgotten us. So be confident in that one. If we have to get our package, we will get the package, inshallah ta'ala. Have the confidence in that one, inshallah ta'ala. I pray and hope that each and everybody that is on this call, listening to us in our group chat or wherever out there, who is desiring for a package, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them Hajj Baitullah. this year, if not at least next year or following, or at least reward them in somehow or the other. Jazakumullah khair for listening to us. Anything good we have done is only purely from the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah has given us that opportunity. We are grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If there are any shortcomings or weakness in our presentation, it's only due to our weakness. We seek Allah's help and we seek Allah's forgiveness. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us, inshallah ta'ala. Wassalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.